Straters, Dan here. It's time for another 4 video series of Pauper deck. And I looked through the 5-0s in the league and looked for something interesting, and I found this by Smooth as Eggs. White Weenie used to be a thing in Pauper, but in these days of Drake it is gone. But this guy, Smooth as Eggs, managed to get a 5-0 in the league on October 18th, 2016. So let's have a look at the deck. Here is the list view of the deck. I think I'm gonna go through it with cards. Yeah, so we have 27 creatures, which is kind of low, I feel, for White Weenie. We have plenty of removal. But let's look at the creatures. Elite Vanguard, new to Pauper from Eternal Masters. And I think this is a pretty good card. We know that Javelineers is great against Delver with its little spear. This is controversial. So we've given up pretty much 4 creatures for 4 mana tides. So we're gonna force spike our way to glory. Maybe that's anti-Drake tech. I think we have a horrible Drake matchup. But we probably have a decent matchup against other decks. So let's see how well we will do with this. 3 Sunlands, yeah, and 3 Journeys. That's plenty of removal for a White Weenie deck. We have a soldier team going here, so we are a soldier deck. You can see it in War Falcon. 2/1 flyer for 1 mana is pretty good. And Veteran Armor in the sideboard. Electricity will just destroy us. Traben Inspector makes the cut in this deck. Is he this good? For a 1/2 that draws you a card. You wouldn't play a 1/1 that drew you a card immediately for 3 mana. That's Pick Knight. That's not playable in Pauper. And this is a 1/2 that draws you. Of course, you can play it in installments. Maybe it's good enough, but you have no use for the artifact as far as I can see. I'm thinking Razor Golem, but maybe Razor Golem is way too slow. We are lower on lands than the White Weenie decks of old, so I don't think we can go to 3 mana. That's the reason. 4 core Skyfishers, of course, that's a synergy effect with Traben Inspector, but it would be a synergy thing with Pick Knight as well. 4 Squadron Hawks, 4 Loyal Cathars, those are staples of old. A lot of the staples of old are gone from the deck. We can't have this. Let's bring in Fancy Plains. And they are up here. 18 land, that's very low. So we are 1 and 2 drops only. Sigh. Okay, now all the lands are the same, which is good. 1 single Sky Skiff. I have not played vehicles a lot, so I have no questions, no thoughts about that yet. Bone Splitters are of course great in White Weenie. For the sideboard we have another Sunlands for the removal times. Rune of Protection is of course better than Circle of Protection in a land that has only plains. Standard Bearer, no question there, I want more of those. Holy Light for the elves, Veteran Armor to give us some more toughness against electricity. Dust to Dust against affinity. I am fairly convinced at this point that Dust to Dust does not really work against affinity, but we shall see. And Patrician Scorn as the one-off against Bogles. I fully agree with the Luxicorp that if you play a deck that has no card draw except for core Skyfisher shenanigans, you should not play one-offs in your sideboard. Maybe for a card like Sunlands if you just have 3 already, but this Patrician Scorn, it's just very random if it will appear or not. If you have any experience playing this deck, well, I don't, so I need your input. Tell me what you think about the deck. I'm running Smooth as Eggs list right from the download, but I could make changes for later weeks perhaps if you feel strongly about something. I'm not convinced that Mana Tithe will work, but I will try to make it work. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really helps us out. You can find us on Twitter at MagicGathStrat, Facebook facebook.com/magicgatheringstrat or on the web, magicgatheringstrat.com. There you can find articles and free prize-supported leagues. This is all brought to you by our Patreons and cardhoarder.com. If you enjoyed this content, please consider supporting us at patreon.com/magicgatheringstrat.